Streaming has started. Keep talking.
Awesome. So, Kids Bop still sucks.
And that's how we start the stream. Also, Kids Bop still sucks.
It does.
Good, because I was wondering. Yeah. I ask myself literally every day, Kids Bop still bad?
Do you want to know what number Kids Bop we were listening to?
Kids Bop still bad. Which one?
Kids Bop 40. 40.
Woo! Why are there still 40 of them going on?
But it had Old Town Road on it. Ooh, I'm like, and Ariana Grande's her
Thank You Next.
No, her well, it does have that too, but her spoof on Seven Things.
Oh, Seven Rings.
Seven Rings, yeah, that's what it is. I don't listen. I like her, but I don't like listen.
Okay. Is the audio okay enough?
Yep, sounds great actually.
Stellar. Yeah, it actually
does. We have a mic. Because we have a mic.
Yeah, right.
That.
Do you? I love my little like BS setup.
I love your BS setup. It's perfect.
It's the bench that I'm. Yeah. All right.
The bench?
Yeah, it's the bench. 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 If there's a bench, you gotta sit. I can get you there. I bet. I'm the bench.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't show that you're live for me.
It doesn't?
Oh, I guess it does.
Yeah. It's still there. Your dashboard.
Yeah.
We've been going for 1 minute and 21 seconds, so we've just bullshitted around for a minute. It's great.
Yeah. Although I will say that Titan is spelled Tytan.
No! What? Yeah, it's too late.
Yeah, it says the broadcast you're watching has ended.
I feel weird because it's still running for me.
I don't know why it looks like that for me. Yeah, I just want to see chat. That's fine. And maybe my Prepare to Die streaming Dungeons and Dragons.
Did we post on Twitter? ?
We did not recently.
Yes. Yeah, we posted earlier.
Okay.
Not now.
Oh,
we have 13 followers now.
Weird hearing. Well, I mean, 3 of those I think are us, but.
No, 13 followers. We've gained 2 followers today.
Yeah.
Today, because I followed it yesterday.
We have 1 viewer. That might be one of us. That's not one of us.
That's probably me.
It's fine.
That's okay.
Yeah, don't worry, because this is definitely going on YouTube and then becoming the podcast afterwards.
Yeah.
Stripping the audio straight away from it, and I'm doing 0 editing to it.
Awesome.
It's just so you guys gotta play well.
See, what I'm worried about is I don't remember if I told you specifically, Katana, or if I said this in our group chat. But no, it was in the group chat because I was sick when we did the other.
Yeah, you're worried about doing the voice.
I'm worried about doing the voice because it was lower and more gravelly, and I can do that when I'm sick. So we'll see how that works.
We'll see how it goes. Okay, it is not 8 o'clock yet. I'm wait till 8.
Okay.
Wait till 8.
Okay.
I'll be. We said 8, so we're gonna wait till 8. There's a place you gotta get. I can get you there. I bet. I'm the map. Oh.
All right, Dora.
And it's 8 o'clock. That was a good way to really welcome in.
It was. It's like heralding in the new year.
All right, so are you two ready?
I do not think we can be ready.
I have no idea.
All right, okay. So, Titan and Akai,
Yes.
the 2 of you, are at the Hall of Dave. It's a normal day. You don't see your other 2 Protector Daves around anywhere. They are not on duty today. It's just kind of a normal Dave day, so they don't need all 4 of the Protectors around at the moment. Normal Dave day. So yeah, they don't need all 4 of the Protectors at the moment, but you 2 are on duty. And right when you guys walk into the Hall of Dave, you see the Dave poke his head out of the back door where his office is, and he looks over and he frantically waves you 2 toward him.
Yes, we make eye contact and then we rush over.
All right. So you rush over and you go into his office and he shuts the door very quickly behind you. And he goes, "So guys, I have some news. It's going to be upsetting. Come over and look at my scry pad." So he pulls out a
Scry pad.
Yes. So he pulls out his scry pad, and it's just this nice little white stone tablet looking thing. Mm-hmm. And he pushes what you can't even see the button, but he pushes it, and the screen of it illuminates. And he says, "I saw this morning on the Book of Faces."
Oh my God.
The place that I follow, you'll see. And he pulls up this video, and he's like, they post like daily video updates, and there's something that's happening like right near us, and we can fix it. If we just concentrate and doing it, we can go fix it. Okay? You guys want to watch it?
I guess. I don't really know what.
Whatever it is you require of us, Dave of Daves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so he presses play. And when he presses play, there's this like trilly little music like
I literally can't anticipate what this is.
and just like beautiful little lights playing across. It's like a lot of editing has gone into making this video. And when that happens, it fades away and this older woman is there just kind of middle of the screen, right? And she's sitting there and she has long like blonde hair that goes off below the edge of the camera. She's a little
human woman?
Yes, human woman. She's a little dumpy. She's not the most physically fit that you've ever seen in your
That's
life.
a terrible description.
Like dumpy,
That's a terrible description. Be nicer about her immediately.
You'll understand in a bit. And she has a bunch of wrinkles, but she's like, she's middling to upper age, all right? And she's just sitting there, she's smiling at the screen. She can tell that she's not exactly certain the video has started yet. And then it clicks to her that it has. And she says, "Hello, all you little cats and kittens out there. This is Carol coming for you from Big Cat Rescue. So, today we're reporting on Joe Tropical Zoo that's right outside the city of Tubitel. Are you okay over there? Titan?
I haven't watched Tiger King.
I haven't either, so I
nothing to me.
Oh, man, but you understood it. There's a lot of people.
Yes.
I didn't until she said Tiger King, so now I know.
Yes. We're reporting on the abuse that's happening to the tigers that are in the zoo that's outside of Tubitel in Joe Tropical's... Are you two okay?
No, yeah, we're great.
Okay, in Joe Tropical's zoo. Well, you see, and then the video starts playing of these big tigers, these beautiful cats that are in small little cages being held around. You see like little tiger cubs being passed around to people as they come through and like being petted and stuff. You don't really see any true abuse, like if somebody were to not really care about animal rights, it would be abuse. But it is like, if you do care about animal rights, you realize like, hey, these guys really, they shouldn't be in these cages, should they? And that's what kind of, throughout the rest of the video that you watch, is what Carol's kind of getting
I look at the
towards.
screen and I'm like, these really shouldn't be in cages, should they?
I don't know anything about tigers.
They should probably be like out in the jungle, like roaming around by themselves, and they shouldn't be like held, like they're very cute, but they shouldn't be like held in these small spaces.
I mean, I'm going with whatever you say. I have no idea.
That's okay.
I mean, what I do 9 times out of 10. 9 out of, yeah.
Those were really good numbers that you came up with. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
Does the video keep going?
Yeah, the video is basically ended by the time you guys have made this conversation together. And David is just sitting there looking at you expectantly. He's like, it's fucking shit, right?
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. What is it exactly that you would like us to intervene?
I want you to shut this shit down. We can't have this shit happening right outside of our city. They said it's just out. They said this Joe Tropical's place is right outside of Tubitel. I need you to go out there and shut it down.
Is there some sort of city official that can sort of administer like
We are the city officials.
So
Titan.
can we just like hand over the paper?
No, from what I've heard, from the way Carol explains this Joe Tropical guy, okay,
It is a really weird name. I've never heard of it.
I think he made it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can't imagine making up a name. That's not the thing that I would have ever done for myself. And changed the name that I was unfortunately given upon my birth.
yeah, you know, that would never come to our minds.
Nope.
What?
Not at all.
But if I could get you guys to go out there and just take down, like, take it down, like shut that shit down immediately. We can't have people treating, like, look at the tigers, man.
I mean, do you want us to like go in there fists a-blazing or like quietly?
Whatever it takes. I guess we shouldn't try to murder people
Man.
immediately.
Okay,
I mean, if people need to die because of our philanthropic, like, workings,
Is that
people
a
need
word?
to die.
Is that
It's not a word said that way, but if it had been said another way, yes, it would have been. Philanthropic.
Okay.
And it means like,
You shouldn't even bother.
then I won't.
Okay.
What are we
let them go back into the wild.
Yes.
Wait.
This is not exactly the proper
Take them
climate.
to Carol. Carol runs like a rescue for cats. Yeah.
How
right?
are we to know that this?
I was going to say something, but I don't actually know the context within the show, so I don't want to make references.
What were you gonna say? Just say it.
No, how do we know that this woman, Carol Baskins, is going to be a good person?
It's Carol Baskets.
Oh, Baskins.
Yeah, that's her last name. Is Baskets.
She's any better of a person?
Because
Be taking care of these
she runs
big
this
felines.
she runs this Book of Faces page. She talks all the time. She shows all these videos of her big open areas for the cats, and she talks about how she really cares about all of how she cares about the cats.
So, because it's on the Book of Faces, that means it's true?
Yeah, that's how I've always looked at it, at least.
I mean, he is the David Daves.
Yeah, I am the David Daves.
So, I mean, we gotta believe him, right? You're literally my only voice of reason.
No, this is okay. I don't mind. I sort of just like adjust the straps across my body and place my hands on the table. We will do this.
Yes. Sorry, the stream's being weird.
Is it still going?
I think so. It just started over for some reason. The duration.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, I think it keeps doing a weird thing.
Doesn't matter, because it's going on the podcast anyway.
It's totally fine. Oh no, that made me lose my train of thought!
We were talking
Carol
about
Baskets.
if Carol
Tiger.
Baskets was a good person.
Yes. Is this going to cause a problem with the people of the city? Is this sort of a well-loved establishment that we're going to have to be issuing a proper press release on, and we're going to have to speak on the subject because all of these people...
Do you know one thing that the Dave of Daves never does?
Explains himself?
Yes.
Hell yeah!
The Daves haven't explained themselves since the hero days of yore.
Honestly, I never explain myself, but that's also because I never know the reason.
Those hero Daves just fucking killed those twin bastards and fucking left. Okay, we don't explain ourselves.
Hell yeah, they did. Hell yeah, they did!
Hell yeah, they did. And I need you guys to maybe possibly go kill Joe Tropical.
Daves!
Daves.
Daves.
For the honor
Titan?
of the hero Daves.
For the honor of the hero Daves, we might have to go kill a weird dude that lives outside our city.
And that we will. And of course we have drinks in our house.
Of course we do.
And so we...
Oh.
That was a noise that's gonna be on audio for sure. Yep, so fade to black.
Fade to... It doesn't really fade to black. Like, okay, so...
It fades to black and then it immediately comes
That
back.
was a commercial break, and then we came back. And so he looks at you, he's like, okay, so the place is only like a few miles outside the city. It's a Saturday, so it's probably gonna be pretty packed. So you want to be careful with dealing with this guy Joe Tropical. Just making sure that he's, nothing weird happens while you're trying to take him out.
I mean, what's weird?
I don't
Do you
know.
have any intel on this Tropical Joe man?
It's Joe Tropical, not Tropical Joe.
I like Tropical Joe better.
This Tropical man.
Yes.
Does he have a reputation? Is he a magic user? Is he a threat? Should we anticipate opposition?
This seems like you expected me to do some research on this guy before I told you guys to go take care of this. You should know me by now that I don't do research before I send you guys out.
Is there anything else in the Book of Faces?
You could look it up, and he hands you his scribe pad.
The scribe pad?
Yeah.
We start to look for... They're scrolling, but I'm reading really
I'm
fast. And I want to see if there's any sort of mention about if he has used magic.
I don't even know it. I can't read. What does it say?
What do you guys look up? What do you guys search on the?
I
the
just
Book
hold
of
it.
Faces?
I'm literally just
What do
holding
you
it.
search?
I search up. I look up Joe Exotic.
It's Joe Tropical. Joe Tropical.
Joe Tropicana.
These people aren't real, Katana.
I'm sorry. I look up Joe Tropical.
Okay.
Magic.
Okay.
What are my results?
Yes, there are some results. You get a video, and it's this guy Joe. You press play. So it's this guy Joe Tropical, right? and he's standing there, and well, who you assume is Joe
The
Tropical?
faces you're
He just looks. There's no way that you look at this guy and he exudes the fact that he is Joe Tropical. He again is kind of what Cairo Baskets looked like aging up in years, kind of dumpy, not exactly the most physically fit man. But he has a mullet, like a very bad cut mullet, like it's very stringy hair that comes down to his shoulders, but like the bangs were cut with like a bowl cut in the front, and they're like somewhat stuck together, like he hasn't washed his hair in a few days and everything.
Oh, I feel like we could give this man some personal grooming tips.
Oh yeah.
This is embarrassing.
There's one thing that I know, it's how to groom.
And he wanted to do ombre, but he didn't make it to ombre. And it's like it just goes blonde.
Braid.
Braid. It's like blonde on the top, and then it just slowly it's like it's like blonde with black streaks, black. Like that's what it is. And he's standing there in this purple.
Some spells go horribly
wrong.
wrong.
And so he's standing there in this purple suit.
Yes.
That is, and it's like glowing, glittering and stuff like that. Has like big stars patched on it and everything. And he pulls out a baby tiger from a hat, and then he sits there and he puts it back in the hat.
A whole ass baby tiger.
A whole ass baby tiger from a hat. And then he puts
It's a big hat.
Then he puts it's a normal top hat. And he puts the baby tiger back into the hat and flips it over, and the baby tiger doesn't fall.
Oh my god! How did he do that?
Did he just send that baby to the ethereal realm?
And then he reaches back into the hat and he pulls out a dove, and the dove goes flying. And
Where's
then
the baby tiger?
Did the baby tiger turn into the? Did it turn into the?
Is this a transmutation magic? This wizard is clearly on a level
And then
that no scholar has cleared to be touched.
And he points to where the dove is flying away, and it turns into a monkey. And it falls into the audience, and the audience starts screaming because the monkey starts attacking one of the members, and the video just very quickly shuts off.
I immediately just take the pad out of their hand and throw it on the table. I think we've seen all that we need to see.
What?
That was a lot that just happened. You can take a minute if you need to process.
My head hurts. I don't know.
Here, I give them. It's like a bottle full of water, but there's leaves in it, it's a cold brew, herbal tea.
Okay.
Go sit in the corner and drink this.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, go take your time. I think that I've seen all that I need to see. This tropical man is clearly on a level of magic that no mage would ever approve to be touched, and is exploiting it and possibly harming animals.
That's what I'm telling you. He's a terrible man. We have to go take this man down.
I'm going to go draft up the proper papers. It
No.
shouldn't take me too long.
No papers.
I'm going to administer.
We're doing this no papers. We're not administering. We're not serving him. I'm not allowing you to go. No, we don't deal with lawyers here. The lawyers deal with us. We don't deal with them.
Okay, understood. Yes.
So you're gonna go.
We're going to go.
You can speak to him first.
Yes.
You don't have to. You can try to do it the right way. Just see what happens.
Yes.
Joe Tropical could be a very level-headed man.
If he is tropical, I would hope that he has some sense of... I don't know what word I was going to come up with here.
Some sense of what?
Some sort of conversing skills that are... If he's tropical, then he is a adventured man. No? He's traveled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
So I'm hoping that he can be reasoned with.
Yeah.
And perhaps him and this basket woman.
Baskets. There's an S.
This basket woman that hopefully...
There's an S.
maybe
Basket.
they can...
Baskets. You say the S in the middle. You say the S in the middle of it. I don't understand why you can't pronounce the S at the end of it.
Are you going to keep correcting me?
I depends. Are you going to say baskets?
I'm going to keep saying it the way that my brain is interpreting it.
Hmm.
And I'm doing a really good job speaking this language. And I would appreciate your leniency in that I am doing a fantastic job right now. And
I should have told Bjorn to come in today.
You now prefer Bjorn to me? After all that I've been through for you, Dave of Daves. And I look genuinely hurt. And my hand goes to my scimitar. And I look incredibly attractive. I look incredibly attractive because the Dave of Daves has made it known multiple times that he prefers me. And so, now I'm really hurt.
Well, Bjorn is better eye candy for men of my particular taste. You know this.
I mean, that's good.
Especially when he gets
You
all...
are the most attractive out of all of us, but Bjorn is like more.
But
his
these
taste.
muscles, and they flex.
Stop!
And
You
they're
can't
like,
do that. Oh my God.
I think we should save this show for after the Joe Tropical show.
I sigh and I run a hand through my like curly dense mohawk, and I rub out my muscles and I get up from the table. And I've now made an entire exhibition about my displeasure with this interaction. I'll take care of the tropical man. Akai, my love, up we go.
All right. Where? Yeah.
And I leave the room.
Okay.
Yep. I'm so dumb.
They're just such a useless dumbass, and I really like them.
And now... and you all are standing outside of the zoo that is called the TB Zoo. For to be tell.
Oh, I was thinking tuberculosis.
Yes. A lot of people have also thought this.
Oh, that makes sense. I thought tuberculosis.
I thought tuberculosis, but Kai didn't think anything because he doesn't even know what the letters TB mean. Like they don't need it.
I was thinking
They don't
tiger
know
bitch.
Tiger bitch. You're
Let's
right.
interpret
It stands
your
for
way.
tiger
It
bitch.
is tiger bitch.
Okay, and so you guys are standing outside of this place, and what do you guys do? There's a crowd waiting to go in. There's a few ticket booths that are set up, and people are slowly but surely going.
So do the people in the city understand our standing?
What we
like
do?
if we were to
You guys are undercover Daves. Usually.
Oh, we're undercover Daves.
Yeah. You guys are plainclothes Daves.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we just wait.
So we've definitely like thrown on some like cloaks that are not as well made. They're a little more simple. They're like leather and cloth, and just over are more like I'm a little bit flashy. They're in a crop top.
Yeah.
So we've thrown on just some cloaks to sort of actually their cloak is the one where you stick your arms through and it's totally sleeveless.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so it's like a big body
Sleeveless.
vest thing. Yeah.
We hate sleeves.
We hate sleeves. And yeah, I guess that's what I was asking, because if we have authority, we could walk in there. But if not.
Yeah, but if not.
Is there any place it looks like we could sneak in?
No, this place has 20 feet tall fences with barbed wire on the top all
Now,
the way
why would
around.
they do that?
I could climb that. I'm not going to, because I know that sharp pointy means hurt. But
Oh man.
I think I broke Katana.
Okay. Sharp pointy means hurt. Yes.
That is really important. That's one of the first
I'm
things that I told
learning.
you. I'm so proud of you.
Learning. So, should we just like get in line?
Hang on a second.
Get in the
Okay, I want to look at
the
skulls that they
queue,
have.
as some fancy people call it. I think you taught me that one, T.
Yes. I am so proud of you.
I don't know what I'm doing with this character.
As you guys are standing there, people are just like kind of buffeting past you, like shouldering past you. More and more people are joining in on the lines.
I'm just gonna like at least get us walking toward a line,
Okay.
just because we have no other plan. So
All
if
right.
nothing else, we might
Can
as
you
well
roll?
stand in line.
Can you roll a perception check?
Can
for me?
I roll a perception check?
Mhm.
I'll use my really crappy tower. What is perception? Perception is wisdom. Oh, my wisdom's not too shabby, but it's still an 11.
11. Okay. You're able to choose like the line with the medium length.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
that you walk toward. You.
Honestly,
it's not
that's
the
pretty
shortest.
impressive for a guy.
It's not the shortest line, but it isn't the longest line.
Hey.
I'm going to cast hallucinatory terrain
On what?
on this whole area
Okay.
to make it look like the lines are going that way, when really they're going that way. They're going to make everybody is going to think that the lines and the gates are meant to be over here, but those just sort of go off into back in like almost into the either into the forest or the city. I don't know if there's forest over there.
I don't know if hallucinatory terrain does this.
You make natural terrain
Yes.
in 150 cubes.
Those booths are not natural.
They're man-made. Roll an Arcana check.
Okay, manufactured structures, equipment, and creatures within the area aren't changing appearance.
Oh, see? Says it. So no.
Fine!
Doesn't work.
Then I won't.
Thank you. Next.
Shut the hell up, Ariana Grande.
Controversial opinion.
No, I just mean you, Ariana Grande.
Oh, me. Okay.
Yeah, didn't you
Shit.
know?
Kyana Grande.
Ariana Lawhorn.
Oh my god, I like that one too.
Okay. I could also cast Pyrotechnic just to distract everybody and we could sneak this.
I'm so sorry, I skipped the name.
Kyalana Londe.
Lana Del Lawhorn. What are other female pop sensations that we could just sort of...
You mean the female pop sensation Brittany from Fairly Odd Parents?
Hey Kyle, you sure you don't want to edit this audio before you...
Nope, it's all going into the podcast.
Okay. Anyways, what were you gonna do?
Yes, so what are you going to do, Titan?
Oh my god. I'm gonna cast Pyrotechnics and use smoke. Starting at the booths, and it's a 20-foot radius, so starting at the booths, moving forward.
Okay.
And it's a thick black smoke, heavily obscured.
A thick black smoke, heavily obscure. Okay.
Yeah.
So that starts coming out, and people start freaking out. But they're getting excited, freaking out. They're like, Joe Tropico's coming! Joe Tropico's coming! Everybody starts like cheering for it, like, woo!
Okay.
Joe Tropico!
I like tap them a couple times in a very specific way that they means follow me closely, and they're probably gonna like grab onto like one of the harnesses.
Sure it does. Hey, can you please make an intelligence check?
No! No, baby.
Natural 1.
All right, Titan.
Wait! Kyle! With my intelligence modifier, that makes it a -2.
Please return to the table, Titan.
Emily! Don't blame me! Also can sing.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
sing.
here's a... Go ahead and pop me another one open, please.
Pop one open with the boys.
Okay, so what happens is you tap them on the
I feel like they
shoulder.
would understand this, but it's fine.
No, you tap them on the shoulder a few times
Oh,
in your very
golly.
specific way, and you think to yourself, "Oh yeah, this is telling me that yes, it is definitely this is definitely going to pull these people away, like
And I think
that
to myself,
they're going to
what a
follow me."
wonderful
So you just
plan.
start walking away. Jesus Christ, are you okay?
Just listening to her. Please continue
So
narrating.
you keep walking away, Titan, and in the time between that, Akai just gets very caught up in with the excitement of the crowd, and Akai just stays there and starts actually chanting Joe Tropical too with the rest of the crowd.
Oh my god, Joe Tropical! That's
Oh, God.
tropical, just going with the flow, because they don't know what's happening.
God. I'm so glad they married you.
Hell yeah,
I cast message, and can I... Fuck. I imagine, like, if I feel them not following me, I stop pretty quickly, and they cast message, and they say, "My love, my heart, forward, past the gates. This is our chance to get in. This is to distract them. We need to infiltrate immediately."
Can you roll a perception check?
Me?
Yes, please, Akai. To figure out who's talking to you.
Kidding me? Okay, they've got this.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you know who's talking to you.
Oh my god.
You're able to follow the instructions. Now, can you both please roll a stealth check?
Yes. I cannot believe this.
Natural 1! This is why I don't use this tower.
21. Can I please help?
This is going up here, and I'm not actually using it for the rest of the night.
Okay, with the 21, you can re-roll, Akai.
I can roll.
Yes.
And we're not using the tower.
We're shooting for over a 10.
I got a 10, but with my modifier, that's a 14.
Okay, yes. So the two of you were able to sneak past the gate guards very easily.
Great.
And get past them, and now you are inside the park, effectively. And inside the park, you see, actually, it's not too terribly bad looking. I mean, it's obviously kind of like a slapdash zoo and everything, but there are a lot of people...
That's a word.
It is a word.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people walking around and stuff, and the cages that the tigers are normally kept in, like throughout the day, are actually pretty big, and they have a decently amount of space. You also see a bunch of monkeys and apes and like zebras and other types of things other than just tigers and lions. But the biggest and bears, yes, there are bears. And but the biggest, you can tell that the biggest attraction and the biggest like driving force for this zoo is its big cats.
Okay. Can I make... I want to know if any of them look unhappy.
Sure, make a nature check.
A nature check.
Yeah.
Well, nature, that's pretty neat.
What? Nature. Did I take my dice out? Yep. I'm gonna do it in here. Oh! Hell yeah, baby. 24.
24? Alright, so what you see, they kind of look just kind of They don't look upset or like terribly happy. Some of them do, like some of the smaller cubs who do that are in like that are in the gates with their trainers in there with them that are doing like little like shows with them and stuff. Those cubs are obviously having a fun time. But also knowing what you know about nature, cubs shouldn't be kept away from their mothers like this, and they shouldn't be separated from their mothers like this.
Mm-hmm.
So them being separated like this, while they do look happy, isn't the best of things. It shouldn't really be happening. But otherwise, you don't really see any mistreatment of the animals, like up front. It does look like a pretty good like
up front. It looks kosher.
Yes. Yeah.
Excellent.
Looks like a well-accredited zoo.
I mean, what? I can. Anyways.
Yes. So what do you do?
I mean, it looks fine. I don't...
The Dave of Days is pretty insistent. You saw that moving picture on the...
Oh, I mean, you know that I would die for the Dave of Daves, so I'm gonna do what he wants.
No.
But I'm just saying, it looks okay, but like, you know I'm down to mess stuff up, right?
I know you're down to fuck it up.
I'm DTFIT.
Did you say IT?
Yeah, down to fuck it up. Oh, damn it.
LOL. I was like, what does the T stand for?
DTFIU, but DTFIT sounds better though. Damn it.
It does sound better.
All right, please continue.
Down to fuck it totally.
Hey, there it is.
Okay, well, we're going to try to find where the tropical man is.
Okay.
So
as you guys start walking through the park, there's a PA system that's set up throughout the park, and you hear coming out of the PA system. Hey, all you cat people out there, if you're looking for the next show with Joe Tropical, it's coming up now in Lot 5. Again, that's Lot 5. There will be a show with the Tigers and Joe Tropical. Tune in now, or not really tune in, but get over there, will ya?
Is it just me or is that a little aggressive?
There's certainly, they have an energy. I can't say that it reminds me of a similar bardic energy like Tahia I was raised, but I don't know.
It's fine. I
It's
mean,
fine.
Should we go?
Yeah, we should go. Can we see Lot 5?
Yes. Well, you kind of see Lot 5 by the fact that there are
A bunch of people
droves
walking over
of
there.
people flocking toward.
Hey, I
this-
know I might be dumb, but I'm not stupid. Let's follow these people.
That was, do you know what that was?
What?
That was a line of reasoning.
Oh,
I think that's the first time you've ever done that, and I could not be more proud.
I'm growing. As a person.
They have a moment, and then Titan is like, "Okay, we need to go forward." And so like they can't look at each other in the eyes any longer because they gotta.
Okay,
right
so
now? What did you say? What'd you say? So are you into me right now, T? I mean, you're always into me, but let's go.
And then Kyle walks away.
And Titan
With like a
just-
little bit of a swagger.
Yeah, Titan just and then like
Again, they're dumb, but they're not stupid.
they're not stupid. And they walk towards Leopard.
Okay, so
What am I doing?
as you approach lot 5 with all the time you've wasted, there's a big crowds where you guys have to stand a good amount of ways back
Yeah, let's do
Not
that.
big waste time.
from the crowd, but you're able to still get a decent view of Joe Tropical as he comes out. He's wearing a suit that's very akin to the one you guys saw in the video on the scry pad,
Hot.
but this one is like neon green,
Yes.
and it glows like not beautifully, but tackily in the sun.
I'm about
Aggressive.
it. I'm
Yeah,
about it.
yes, it glows aggressively.
about it.
From the video that you saw on the scry pad, he is aged a little bit more, and the ombre has become a little bit more now, still even more.
I had a drink in my mouth. Don't say that.
But he's standing there, and there are 8 tigers in this pen with him. And he's just like going up to him and like playing with him and like pushing him over, and they're like jumping up on him and like licking his face and stuff like that. And it seems this entire show is him just being in a pen with tigers. That's what this particular show is about.
My dear, I don't want to put so much pressure on you. However, I would like your assistance in making a decision here.
Okay.
Do we do this quietly? Or do we walk into the middle of this means cat show and administer stipulations? Or do we enjoy the show?
I think.
Playing in the background, just.
We know I don't do this a lot. But I think I know.
And Titan just like braces.
I know.
Oh.
I think we should watch some of it, and if we see anything bad, we come in fist blazing. But if not, then we'll wait. Because we don't want to blow our cover. Right?
Correct.
Like, we don't have to. Like, you know me, I'm always willing.
Yes.
But, like, I also don't want to lose my job because it's a pretty sweet gig.
Yes, no, correct. I think that is an excellent idea.
Oh, thank you. We both know it doesn't happen a lot. I'm pretty proud of it.
I'm sort of just relishing in it right now, letting it wash over me. It's sort of the power of you making
I mean, maybe just me
decisions.
being around you, I'm getting smarter. I don't know.
My love. We're going to watch the show.
And as you guys finish that statement, you hear like a big "whoa!" come, like a scream of terror come from the crowd, and you look over and you see like Joe Tropical's arm in one of the tiger's mouths, and he's just swatted on the nose, and you don't really hear him, but you can tell he's like talking at the yelling at the tiger, but not like hard hitting it, just like swatting it, trying to get it to let go of its
Bad
arm.
boy boobs.
And it does. It lets go, and it like kind of like walks
Titan
away
has
with
to get some bad boy boobs sometimes.
Oh my gosh. And it lets go and it walks away with its tail between its legs, and Joe Tropical keeps on with the show. And the show is literally just him kind of playing around. There's one point where one of them like reaches under and bites like the nape, not the nape, but like the cuff of his pants, and like pulls him down and everything. And he looks like when he stands back up, he has a little bit of a limp to him, so you can tell that hurt him a little bit. But otherwise, the show goes on without a hitch, and you don't really see any like terrible mistreatment of the tigers except for them being put on display like this.
Could I do an Arcana check to see if I notice any magic?
Yes.
Great.
Please do an Arcana check.
I would love to do an Arcana check.
As I'm checking stuff out from this character.
14?
No. Nothing seems overtly magical about what he did. He was just playing with some big cats.
Great.
Yeah.
Same.
Great.
He seems to have a good rapport with these big cats. What?
Are you laughing at the note I wrote you earlier?
Yeah, because I'm thinking about it.
Yep.
I'm thinking about having good rapport with good big cats.
Yep.
Yep.
Jesus.
This is what I wrote earlier.
Oh my god. I don't think it was that.
No,
far.
it wasn't that
Yeah,
clear.
it-
It couldn't have been.
Our
So
reactions.
the show is over.
Worse.
Yes.
Yes, the show has ended. Joe Tropical has waved to the crowd, and he has left the
Joe Tropical has left the building.
Yes.
Like right.
Oh.
So like as the show was ending, we're gonna sort of determine where it was he was headed and try to head in that direction.
All right. Will you roll a perception check for me?
Both of us are
Titan,
just one.
just Titan.
Okay, probably.
It's just Titan. That's 15.
All right. Yeah, you're able to follow him pretty well, and you follow him back through, and he goes into this like what looks like a little headquarters that's attached to a gift shop.
Great.
Yep.
Great.
He was limping the entire way too. You can tell. Like, yeah.
Great.
He was he tried to hide it every time like people walked up to him, but you can tell that like that cat pulling his leg out from under him did sprain something at least.
Great.
Yes.
Well, I am. Yeah, we're going to head into that headquarters area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just check it
You
out.
walk up and you go to try the door, and the door is locked.
The door is locked.
Yes.
What kind of lock is it? What does it look like?
Just kind of a simple run-your-mill, like, Andre's hardware store lock.
Oh, so pretty basic. I'm halfway tempted to just kick it open. Can I?
Yes. Yes.
I kick it open.
Roll a strength check.
Strength.
Yes.
But
I have thieves' tools.
I was hoping to just get to
But
roll for an attack or something because I have
Mhm.
martial arts. So I
Roll a
have
strength
armor.
check.
No.
Even with your strength.
It's a 4.
Okay.
So you kick it, and your leg rebounds off the door with a loud
okay.
Dang it.
Well,
and the door kind of shakes a little bit.
I'm going to use my feet.
And you hear behind the door, "What the fuck?"
I'm sorry I knocked.
And you see the door swings open, and standing before you is the one and only Joe Tropical. He says, "Who the fuck are you two?"
Oh my god.
I've never hated anything more in my life.
I meant to knock and then I did it wrong. I'm sorry.
Can I fucking help you? Today? Hey, what, cat got your tongue? Huh? There are a lot of them. One of them could have gotten you. You gonna speak today or what?
Ow! Fuck.
Man, I love the way you handle cats. Love it.
Well, thank you. Now, if you can't tell, this is a very private place, and the likes of the people who just come to the park aren't allowed in here.
It seems like you've got a little injured out there, and I let magic glow just on the tip of my fingers and sort of. It doesn't spark like a lot of magic sparks, it sort of like emanates and then wraps around my
Okay.
fists.
I'm
And
gonna
I
roll.
just want to say. I just wanted to know if you could use a little bit of assistance. I was a friendly hand that happened to be standing around.
Roll a persuasion check.
Stellar. I kind of want to. I don't have my metal dice on me. I want to. Just checking. Okay.
And he kind of looks at it a little bit. You can tell there's a glint of recognition in his eyes about what you're offering. But
Persuasion?
yes.
13.
All right. You can come in just to help me out a little bit, okay? Come on, quickly before anybody else sees you and they get the wrong idea that anybody can just come in here.
Straighten my back and walk very slowly and intentionally in there.
I go behind them and do exactly what they just did.
I thought you were gonna do.
Roll a performance check.
Both of us?
No, just you.
Just you.
Fudge nuggets. Poor total.
Joe Tropical looks at you with a little side eye, and he says, looks back at you, Titan, and goes, "Do I gotta let them in?"
They're my partner. They're unfortunately are going to have to accompany me.
And then you hear from the back, "Well, Joe knows all about that." And you look back, and it's another man that's sitting there that comes up and walks up, and Joe turns around and is like, "Hey, you shut up now." And Joe turns around and kisses him.
Aww.
We
And he
love
says,
that.
and then he turns
We
around
like
and he
getting
says,
shut up
and he
as
says,
kids.
"This is my," and he shuts the door behind you so nobody else comes in. He's like, and this is my partner. And that's like, hey, this is the people who are going to help me fix my leg. And
You guys are a very charming couple.
well, thank you. Now you go on back and you get back to the gift shop. Oh yeah, sure thing, Joe. And then his husband leaves.
Oh, that's cute. I hope his husband likes working in the gift shop. Can you show me where it was that large animal affronted you?
It was a cat. You can say cat. It was a large cat.
It's a big cat.
Did you enjoy the tour? Well, that's not an answer. That's just a laugh.
No, Titan's a very good actor. They didn't laugh.
Okay.
Yes, actually, your entire park is quite a sight to behold. I've
Thank
never
you.
seen anything quite like it.
Thank you. That goddamn Carol Baskets wouldn't let you think so, but I think it's quite the best damn big cat park there is in all of the flat plains.
What's her deal?
Who?
Carol Basket. What's her deal?
You want to fucking know about goddamn Carol Baskets?
Yeah,
I'll
dude.
tell you all about goddamn
Tell
Carol
me.
Baskets. All right, Carol Baskets says that she's just some big saint, right? She sits there and she goes all over the Book of Faces with her 1.5 million followers.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Sounds like a lot of people.
I don't have a
And
book faces.
There's not even that many people in Tubito.
Right? You know, well, she's more of a planer establishment.
One of those
I'm trying
assholes.
to get that big, but we're not exactly there yet. But anyway, so she goes on and she talks all about how us other big cat people, the people who run all the big cat zoos throughout the flat plain, she likes to say that we're the bad people for keeping our cats in cages. And that these cats need to be saved and they deserve a life in the wild. But you know what she does with the cats that she saves?
And at this point, like I'm working on his leg and I'm casting Cure Wounds. What does she do with them? I was actually discussing this with my love earlier.
She has goddamn cages on her own place that she keeps to the cats that she saves.
Cages.
Yes, she goes and she sits there and says, we're all bad for keeping cats in cages, and then she turns around and keeps her own goddamn cats in cages.
That's not cool.
It's not cool.
Exactly. And so I understand the people who sit there and say that cats should be in the wild. I don't believe so because people are killing off cats in the wild, and I believe the only way to preserve the cats are by breeding them in the zoos like this. But that's a whole other side. But if she has to be so two-faced about it is what gets my goddamn blood boiling.
Yeah.
You are justified in your frustration.
Thank you.
I forget. Does message have to be somatic? Yeah. I just cast a glance at Akai. I just want to know how they feel about this conversation.
You've got no idea.
Okay, I didn't think so.
You never know. Their face is like kind of blank. I think they're processing.
They're processing. Can I ask, why is it that you run this establishment? What is your goal?
I love big cats.
Oh, so do I.
Damn it. And I want to see the cats, have a good life. And I provide them with a good life here at the TB Zoo. And I
What
think
does TB stand for?
it stands for TB. Anyway,
Yep. Continue.
and so I like to provide them with a good life here, not being hunted down and slaughtered in the wild for their pelts like they always are. And then I also like to provide the children and the people of Tubito with a first-hand wild cat, big cat experience. And I sit there and I have morning tours, I have afternoon tours, I have children's tours, I have family tours, I have all types of tours. I get school groups to come in, and these school groups come in and they have a great time, and I teach, and I use the time to teach kids about important life lessons. Like, you know, one life lesson I taught them one time.
I'm in need of those. Yeah.
Yeah, you know drugs, right?
I've heard of them.
Yeah.
I'm
All right.
familiar.
So there's one time I had a bunch of school kids in, and I told them that if you do drugs, you lose your teeth, and if you lose your teeth, you become ugly, and if you're ugly, you don't have friends. So then you don't want to not have friends. So don't do drugs.
That sounds so specific.
And I had their attention, right? Because I had a small cat in my hand.
I mean, that's so valid.
It's like a magical focus almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I am having a question.
Yes.
Sort of magic is around these parts. It's sort of, it's contained. I wouldn't say controlled, but we're sort of
Certain people.
Yeah, certain people sort of make use of its properties. Is that something? You run a big establishment. You're in charge of a lot of potentially dangerous creatures. Is that sort of something that you utilize?
This is 100% all natural magic-free zoo.
You've never used magic?
I have never used magic. Only magic I've ever seen. Now, I know you're probably going to bring up all those videos that are on the Book of Faces.
I was gonna do that actually.
It's all practical magic.
What's practical magic?
It means that I do it without real magic. Practical magic is mean it's a sleight of hand.
What?
Yeah.
That.
I saw a big ass cat come out of a little hat.
Yes, you know, if you pay attention, if you look real close, you realize I put it down my pants when I put it back into the hat. And I had the
Wouldn't
dove.
that be uncomfortable?
No, I have big pants.
Oh, that makes so much more sense.
And then I had the dove
They
in the
have
sleep.
big pants too. You
I
should
do.
do something like that. That's
I
pretty
could
cool.
put a cat down my pants.
And then when you saw the dove come out, there was a secret apartment in the hat that I pressed back in when I reached back in to show that there was nothing inside the hat.
Yes.
And that's when I pulled the dove out.
Yes.
And then I had a helper up in the rafters that did a quick switcheroo with the dove and the monkey.
So you consider yourself a performer?
Yes.
You have the bardic persuasion?
Of the tropical persuasion. Thus drove tropical.
Tell me of this tropical. You don't strike me as a man that I don't mean this in an offensive way. You seem a local.
Well, I am. I'm from the south side of To Be Tail back before it became gentrified. All right. So.
Yeah, that's an important distinction.
Yeah, it very much is.
I'm glad that you let me know.
And I was down there, and I was living with my mom and my pa, and we were down there, and we were having a decent time. My dad was an alcoholic. My mom she liked drugs, but that one kid from the south side didn't at the time. And,
Preach, brother.
and
I'm
so
not
I
from
was.
the south side.
No, you're not.
And I was down there, and we were talking. I knew from a very young age that I was of the male-liking persuasion, and so I always believed in being myself and like living my own truth and stuff. So I came out almost immediately to my parents, and my dad told me right there in that moment that I was no longer invited to his funeral. And so I never.
Damn, imagine getting uninvited from somebody's funeral.
Wait, but how do they control that?
Yeah, how would they know?
And
It's
so
like the biggest fu.
and so I never much liked my original last name so much that I kind of consider it my dead name now. So I don't even like to speak of it.
You understand that?
Yeah,
And
I do understand that.
So
yeah.
I took up the last name Tropical when I married my husband, who you have met.
So
took
that's
on-
that's his legit.
No, that's not his last name.
So did y'all come up with that together?
I came up with it myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he liked it.
He did like
I
it.
mean, that's
It's good
love.
communication.
Yeah.
Really.
Communication.
It is key. Yeah, but that's where the tropical comes from. You see, I've always been in this landlocked 2B tail. We're like in the middle of the flat plain, you know? And so I've always liked the idea of tropical climes, and like the big cats that I get, they are from tropical climes. So I just like to, you know, be around. Like I like the idea of like being all tropical, you know, like that Uncle Clacker, you know. I like him. He's one of my favorite singers. I do music myself too. I have some music videos up on the Book of Faces. You should look it up sometime.
Uncle Clacker.
Yeah.
Kyle, get out.
Um.
I'm done.
Um,
I now understand what Abby meant.
hey, when your girlfriend said we'd hate this, we hate it.
We hate it. Hey, Abby.
She's in here somewhere, I'm sure.
We love you.
I
Miss
love
you.
her very much.
Hope to get to see you at some point.
I will wait as long as it takes to see her to not endanger
She's
her.
moving back up to Maryland for 2 months.
Oh,
Yeah,
just to be safe.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
We'll miss you. We'll
Yep.
see you soon, hopefully.
yeah. Enjoy Maryland. It's probably pretty up there.
Yeah, it's actually worse off than Virginia is right now.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
I'm gonna say
Okay, let's
Anyway,
continue.
sorry guys. I am. How's your leg feeling?
Oh, much better now, and he kind of moves it around, and it's perfectly fine. He's like, yeah, thank you for that.
I'm going to actually look while this conversation's happening. I'm
Yeah.
going to look around the
All
room
right.
for anything
that-
suspicious.
That for perception check.
I know.
I know.
I mean,
she says
perception is
hurtfully.
perception's wisdom, and I'm much better with wisdom than I am with intelligence. That is, yeah.
You have a lot of street smarts, but not a lot of book smarts.
Yeah, 12.
All right. So as you're going around the room, you're just kind of like, there's not much in this room. There are a few desks and a few like chairs, and like you can tell this is just kind of where the staff comes when they want to chill out for a little bit. But you're going around and you happen to see in the paneling of the room, there's what looks like a little some slits where it looks like there should be like a doorway here, but there really isn't.
Mm-hmm.
And you look on the ground and you see there's some like scuff marks where like it looks like this. So you kind of press in on the wall, and the wall pops out a little bit to where the wall will now open.
Okay. Has anyone else noticed?
Let me see. Yes, Joe Exotic noticed. And hey, you probably Joe Tropical noticed, and he goes, yeah, you probably shouldn't really go in there.
I'm so sorry. I kind of need to look at things so I don't get like distracted. I'm sorry. I didn't.
It's okay. You guys have listened to me enough. I guess I can show you. It's nothing illegal or anything. And he goes over and he opens it up, and you guys see that it's lined with guns. You all know what guns are at this point. There's like a whole lot of guns on the walls
I'm
now.
against them.
Yeah.
I don't see that out loud.
I mean, I only need these boys.
I've got my own set of guns to take a gander at before I go to bed. So.
He looks at he's like, these are for the people that Carol Baskets likes to send just in case she ever comes and tries to truly take my tigers away.
So
you are shooting people?
if anyone comes to take tigers, that's what you're doing.
If anyone, yes, because my tigers are my tigers. It's my law-given right in the city of 2B Tail to own tigers.
Yeah.
There's no laws against it.
That's true. I guess I've never looked at all the laws.
I have.
I mean, I would assume you did.
And
I have also looked at all the laws.
Yes, it's
there's
perfectly
no-
legal.
it's
He
perfectly
He can't sell the tigers to other people,
Yeah.
but he can have them.
Okay. And the guns?
Yes, they're fine as well. Yep.
Okay.
Awesome.
In fact, a little known history lesson: guns were created in 2B Tail by an inventor back in about 2,000 years ago named Purcelli.
My main man. Okay.
Friggin' Purcelli.
Freaking Purcelli.
It's just to protect
Wait.
what's mine. I don't use it.
Wait, is Purcelli just a spoof off of Percy?
No, Purcelli is a spoof off of Pirelli.
Pirelli from Sweeney
from
Todd.
Sweeney Todd.
Okay.
Sweeney Todd.
I know. I'm a horrible theater kid.
It's a good one.
You should take the time.
Yeah.
The London recording.
Cool.
You
Yeah.
can just watch the movie.
Movie's nice.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
But,
Okay. I was like, don't let him tell you.
but
that.
we stand Johnny Depp again, so you can.
Oh.
We're back to standing. Okay.
Yep.
So,
Oh, guys, I didn't even tell you the most interesting thing about Carol Baskets.
could
What?
you tell me? I'm highly invested
I
in
want to know.
what this sort of discrepancy is between
Alright,
the basket lady.
So, Carol Baskets, the only way that she's been able to really amass this following that she has on the Book of Faces and build the facilities that she has out on the coast, you see, the way she did it is that she is filthy rich, right? She has millions upon millions of gold
The
to her
upper
name.
class.
Like, I'm talking like the upper of the upper class, upper motherfucking class, okay?
Oh, they're one of those people who are like, oh, if you have to ask how much it costs, you can't afford it. I hate those people.
But she hasn't always been that way. You see, Carol, when
Class traitor.
when she was 20 years old, she married this 40-year-old orc man, right? He was rich off of some really skeevy like real estate stuff, and he become a millionaire off that. And he left his wife and his 3 children with her and stuff.
Oof.
And then about 20 years later, he just up and disappears. All right.
Oof.
There was a whole lot of talk going around that he'd been going to the authorities trying to get a restraining order on her, and that there was a divorce coming. And then he just disappears one Saturday night. She fed him to her fucking tigers. I'm telling you. She murdered her husband because he wanted to leave her, and then fed her to her fucking tigers.
New.
If I was just looking at Titan, like,
To be fair, does she not have reasons? I mean, a man leaves his family, his children, and he comes to you, and I mean, once a cheater, always a cheater.
Are you saying this aloud?
Oh, hell yeah.
And he goes, well, you see, the reason that he was trying to get a divorce is because she threatened him multiple times to kill him, and that's why he was trying to get a divorce. Now, granted, he also wasn't that good of a guy. He took a lot of trips around where he would go and he would like save the tigers that they got and stuff. And there was rumors that he had a lot of girlfriends throughout like the flat plain and everything. But she did threaten to murder him multiple times, and you know she finally did it when she fed him to her fucking tigers.
Can I be honest with you, Mr. Tropical?
Of course, we're friends now.
Yes, friends. I'm like, I kind of like touch a couple things absent-mindedly, and then I just hop up and like sit on a counter somewhere. This whole thing is sort of causing a stir within the city, right?
Yes.
It's your establishment, and then the basket lady.
Yeah, you can't forget about Doc Antler. You can't forget about him.
About him?
Yeah. He runs the tiger place up to the north. Really famous. It's like probably more famous than Carol's.
Another tiger, big cat ass
Big
place.
cat. Yes, yeah. Dr. Antler.
Antler.
Yeah. I think his first name is like Jehoshaphat or some shit. It's really weird.
That's such a
So, but most people just call him Doc Antler.
That's so pretentious.
Yeah, it really is. I think that's why he goes by. I know that his name means Lord. It's really weird.
oh, that's super pretentious.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
But Carol Baskets has been trying to take him down too, and so like there's this whole like 3-way, but like going on. But me and
not in a sexy.
not in a sexy way at all. Oh.
We hate an unsexy 3-way.
And you see him kind of get sad for a second when you say that.
Oh no! Why did I make him sad? He was like, I wish it was in a sexy way.
Oh, just from what I know a little bit about Tiger Kings. Oh man, I haven't seen any of it. I've only heard a little bit.
Fucking know nothing about this show.
It's like a weird polygamous cult.
Who does? Which one?
I don't remember which one.
One of them does.
One of them does. Isn't it exotic?
It is not exotic.
Frank, which one is it? It doesn't matter. One of them does. Anyways, continue.
Yes. But yeah, and Doc Antler's kind of on our side. Doc Antler and I are friends. We kind of like, we'll send cats back and forth between each other and stuff. And like, if one of us like has a cat die and needs one, we'll send like a cub up there and stuff. It's not technically selling. We're just we're selling them off. So handing them off to each other. So it's not.
Like
We don't pay
sending
for 'em.
gifts in Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
Animal Crossing?
It's we'll talk about it later.
It's when you walk across an animal. It's kind of
Any
self-explanatory.
sort of but also in some circles, it's sort of the fusing of two animals. You know what I mean?
Have you ever heard of a liger?
Yeah.
I have one.
Can we see you? Like, no, never mind.
Wait, we're gonna get you. Napoleon Dynamite. I love our first reactions. Can we see it?
Can we see it? We are let's just say that we are representatives of the people of Tibita, yes.
Okay.
And
I've never thought of it that way.
we're sort of just like doing the work for everybody in the city.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about it like we're kind of representing the
T.
the majority and our minority?
T.
Yeah.
That means I have to think, and I don't do that often.
And then don't do it. I don't want you to hurt yourself.
I'm
You
not-
have to take a nap. I would want you to take a nap.
Alright, let's just.
Okay.
This character.
This is a situation that needs an answer.
Okay. Yes, I agree. We need to find out if Carol Baskins killed her fucking husband.
Carry
What is
Carry the
what
one.
is this? Carry the one. The basket lady. Where does she reside?
She's on the coast.
Okay.
Out
Can we call her Basket Coast?
out west.
Should we?
Hey, basket case.
Yeah.
She's on the coast out west. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's out there.
Yeah.
And yet, like, it goes through the effort of they're getting you so far away.
That's what I'm fucking saying, right?
How does she know you?
Because she knows every.
Is there like a tiger circle thing?
Yeah, we're all. It's like
Is there a
this.
support group?
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's called I Saw a Tiger.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
So,
So do we.
I like kind of whisper or like mouth because T can actually read lips. I can't.
read lips.
I cannot, but I can at least mouth things.
Yeah.
So I'll mouth something to the effect of like covering my face.
Okay.
Like, do we. Who are we killing here?
Roll a stealth check.
Okay.
17.
Why would you kill anyone? You're not killing anyone here.
I covered my mouth and I didn't say anything.
He rolled better. He can read lips too.
Doing this?
Yeah.
Powerful magic's at play.
Okay.
Why would you? You're gonna kill Carol Baskins. Wait. How much would it take for you all to, just?
Oh no, really, as representatives of this city, we can't accept any form of bribery.
No.
Oh, I'm not bribing you. I'm just offering payment for services rendered.
You see, it's sort of like a perhaps. Do you have any permits, things that have been signed by you and by to-be-tell officials that sort of allow you to be present on the land and be doing what you're doing? Have you gone through the proper paperwork?
And he goes over and where his guns are all kept in his little safe at the bottom, and he quickly opens it up and he pulls out like a stack of papers and he's like, here's all of my paperwork, okay? I'm an accredited zoo. The only thing I'm missing is the FDA approval. Don't ask me what's in the pizza meat.
I was wondering what does that have to do with food. I suddenly do not want to know what's in the pizza meat.
I don't eat meat, so it doesn't matter.
I thought about a joke, but I'm not saying it. Anyways. Katana and I are on the same wavelength. It's fine. Oh kind of turn off my brain a little bit when I play a Kai, so I don't like completely pay attention to everything because I feel like I don't have to.
That's okay. Yeah, no, it's fine. Just put all the decision making on me.
No, I don't.
No, it's okay. You're fine.
Just let me know if you need anything.
Yeah, I will.
Wait, my hands are not correct.
there
There
we
we go.
Damn.
Do go to Carol Baskets. Carol Basket case.
Carol Basket case.
And so, like, if we were to do anything to stop this Carol chick, what exactly do you want us to do? I'm just curious.
I mean, whatever you have to.
Like with a wink added?
And a little smile.
Yeah.
A little shimmy?
No.
No, like I literally said, like Akai said out loud, like with a little wink. Yeah. Oh, I understand a wink.
Yes.
If you need any, and you can always go visit Doc Antler if you need to. He's up in the north, like I said. He's up in the snowier parts, but I mean, yeah, this is where he keeps his. He's got some snow leopards up there.
Oh, snow leopards, those are so cool looking.
Snow leopards. Sorry. Okay. Here is.
Oh,
okay.
There you go.
Here is what we're going to do.
Yes.
This is sort of a side with a lot of power on both situations, yes?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like perhaps we should discuss this with, yet again, a city official. I would like not to make a drastic decision. I sort of just want to
I'm all for drastic decisions, but they're kind of my moral compass.
All right. I understand. All right.
I like you. I think you're cool.
Thank you. I'm glad you do.
Right? You can keep
I-
your opinions yourself. I'm just stating mine.
This is fine. I'm going to hand them a card that says Hall of Daves, and it says Titana's Mercedes on the bottom.
Oh God, I love your full name.
And you can have one of them.
I do.
And
I'm actually gonna write that down on my character sheet because I don't have a last name.
yeah,
on
you
it.
should.
Anyways, continue.
There it is. And I hand him the card and I say, we're going to be right back. I only want a quick decision made. I want to sort of get this whole thing over with. And if you are to continue having your business, I want it to go forward smoothly.
You're from the Hall of Daves? Why didn't you tell me this to begin with? I already gotten you some pizza.
We would love some pizza if you have some that has not been like near any meat.
I only have meat pizza.
Then
I won't have any. I don't.
I will have a piece of pizza.
Hey Boo, can you please bring me two pieces of pizza, please? Yeah, that's sure thing, Joe.
But yes, as enthusiastic as our leader is, I would like to take the time to make the correct decision in the situation. So
Alright.
I will go and confront this.
And I have thought about it a little bit.
And you feel okay?
I agree with you.
Okay, appreciate it.
And with that, in comes Joe's husband carrying two pieces of pizza and hands one to Joe, and he's like, "Who got the other one?"
I
This lovely
There you
person
go.
right here.
And then the husband leaves.
give it some nibbles. I want to make the correct decision in the situation.
Make a Constitution check.
Check or saving throw.
Saving throw. Make a Constitution saving throw.
LOL.
LMAO, bud. 5.
You can tell with your IBS, this is not going to be good later.
Too real.
Ouch! Hey, ouch! That one hurt.
Literally.
It hurt my insides and my heart.
Good thing I didn't need it, but I also don't eat pizza anyway because I'm lactose intolerant.
Well, Emily is. I don't know
Yeah, I
if
get
is.
like 2 bites in and I already feel it
They're like,
acting up, and I'm like, and I Is there windows in this room?
No.
Okay.
No.
I was like, I'm gonna throw it to a tiger. Yeah, I just sort of hold the plate at the
It's not too terribly bad tasting. It actually tastes pretty good, but it kind of like it kind of is a bit of a, you know.
Good bad break.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll be back. I will try to let you know by as soon as possible. Yes.
Okay. That sounds good. Yeah.
For now, make sure that your big cats get plenty of walking room.
All right.
That's all I ask.
Okay.
Because this is not my specialty per se. But I want to do what's best for these.
I mean, I'm
animals.
pretty decent with
I
animals.
do too, and I try to have as much open space as you can. It's just
Yes.
like, you know, you run a zoo, you can't have the most open. You can't have like all the space. They don't give you that.
Yeah, you only have
It costs a lot of
like
money.
a certain amount.
Yeah.
Yes, this is fair.
Is there any way I could like meet one of the animals? Just one?
We got a liger in the back.
Can we
It's a-
meet
it's a-
the
it's a-
liger?
It's a baby liger.
Oh,
It's a
can we
baby?
meet
Can
the
we
baby,
meet the baby?
liger?
Yeah, you can.
Oh,
Great.
hell yeah.
So he takes you into the back room. And
That's what
there's-
hold monster is for, right? It's for hold monster.
Yes.
It's for hold like baby.
Hold baby. Can we make a spell called
Hold baby. Can someone hold baby me, please? Sorry.
Anyway.
So you go back, and there is their little baby tiger, like their little liger that's in there, and it's this really cute thing. And he's like, her name is Precious.
Oh.
Precious, come here. And Precious immediately walks over and like comes over to Joe's call and like licks at his fingers and stuff, and like nibbles at him a little bit, and he scoops him up and says, "Which one of you wants to hold him first?"
Wait, can I?
Yeah, you can. Here you go.
Yes.
And hands it over to. Can you please roll an animal handling
Heck
check?
yeah, dude!
They've been waiting to roll
The
in
rarest of
handling.
rolls.
Natural 20! Wait, Kyle! With my modifier is a 27.
Man. All right. Well, you.
This liger imprints on you, and you're its parent now.
Yes, you hold this liger better than this liger has ever been held in its entire life.
The only natural 20 I will ever need.
You just hold it so good. Do you say anything to it?
Yeah, what do you say to the little liger? What do you say to Precious?
Oh, I can understand why you're called Precious. You're so cute. And I just like rub him like under the chin, you know?
And it purrs a little bit. And it like tries to move its chin to like lick and nibble at your fingers at the same time.
Oh yeah, I let the little nibbling happen.
Yeah. And it's like, it's nothing hard. It's just like,
Yeah, it's
it
like
hasn't
it's a
gotten its
little
full teeth
playful
in
nibble.
yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Gretchen does.
Yeah.
I have a cat named Gretchen.
We know plenty about playful nibbling.
Babe. His face turns red for some reason.
Aww.
Stop.
I'll give it the little chin scratches. And it seems like a happy baby?
It seems like a very happy baby. Yes.
Because
Except for
I'm
the fact
holding-
that there is that little fact you know that these baby tigers should not be kept away from their parents, mothers like this.
Yes, we are knowing of this.
Mhm.
Sorry, I had a weird random train of thought. Anyways. I'll tell you later.
Should these babies be away from their mothers? They seem a little small to sort of be separated from the parents.
The mother actually died. We're keeping this one in here, and I'm kind of like I'm its the surrogate mother basically.
And you nurse it.
Yes.
And that's good.
Mhm.
They knew that the bonding is really important. Okay,
If
excellent.
you ever need like volunteer mothers, like I don't have great maternal instincts for like, you know, humanoids, but animals.
Well, I mean, if that goddamn Carol Basket shuts us down, there won't be a tiger sanctuary for you to come to.
Yeah.
And on that note, we had some talking to a Dave to do.
Yes.
And we
All
leave.
right.
Do you have a we'll be right back screen?
We do not, but honestly, there's a lot more that I had planned for this, and this is going very slow.
It
So this is going to be broken up into multiple parts.
Yes.
So I believe this is probably where we're in the first session. I feel like this is
Okay.
a good session. This is no longer
Listen,
a
I
one
know
shot.
we spent so long I'm talking to this man.
Yes, I mean it is Joe Tropical, so I expected it to be for a while.
Sorry.
I just didn't expect
I'm
it to
gonna
be
go to the
as long
bathroom
as it
really
happened
quick.
to be. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and sign off now, just
Yeah,
because
that's fine.
it seems like this is a good stopping point. This is a good medium point. There might
It's
be.
gonna be like a 2-shot.
It might be 2 or 3, yeah, depending on how you guys want. How
You know what?
you
So
decide.
for those of you watching or listening, all 3 of us are considered essential workers,
Yep.
and we already are out amongst the public. That
Yep.
is the only reason why we've gotten together.
And we're
because-
self-isolating. Otherwise, we're not like going around. Other
Yeah,
people
so
who
if you're
aren't.
wondering why we're so close and we're all
Yeah.
in the same room, we've all been exposed. to
Yeah,
this.
we're not going around people who can't go out or anything
Correct.
So
like
we
that,
actually
so-
aren't even recording with the other 2 members of the podcast. And
Yes.
Mackenzie, because
because they are self-isolating. Yep,
So
So-
just wanted to. We probably
Clarify.
should have said that at the beginning.
that was probably the top of the show thing, but
But you know what? Kyle can edit that for the podcast.
I won't.
So
That'll
he
be-
won't, but
that's fine.
Yeah.
But just to let you know,
Yep.
we're all out exposed for working days.
yes, Bjorn's ears are itching. We miss him very much, and
Oh, man.
apparently he's the Dave's favorite. So
Mm,
I guess he should be making Tiger decision this.
Hey, well, if he's also considered an essential worker, maybe he can join us for part 2.
I know his wife is considered an essential worker, so there is a part 2, and they are heading back toward the city.
Maybe we can have them join for part 2.
So if Bjorn wants to come along,
Because I think we need other people.
we need other people, and also Bjorn is
Bjorn would have
Tiger.
been killing people by now.
Yes.
Yeah, he's also
He would have been wrestling a tiger.
yes,
Kai
he was.
is too scared to kill without Titan's permission.
Yes, that's
Yep.
valid.
But thank you all, everybody who joined in. Thank you, Candy Crush Candy Cosplay for joining in for a little bit. That was fun.
Oh, was she in here?
Yeah, she was in here.
Oh, good.
She responded to can I kill Joe Tropical? And then she said tuberculosis in all caps. And then she said I too am of the man liking persuasion.
Good.
Shady.
Yep.
Yeah, we love
But yeah,
you.
we hope you enjoyed it. This is our first one. The room that you see right now, super plain. Also lighting, super not that good. We're gonna fix that eventually. We do plan to keep doing some more streams now that I have my own house and everything.
He's a big boy now.
I am a big boy. I am a homeowner.
Your voice dropped like 2 octaves.
I am.
I'm a
I am.
homeowner.
Let me see that again. The voice. Oh yeah. Oh yes. You wanna? Welcome to my home. I can't do it. I can't do
Welcome
it.
to my crib.
Welcome to my crib.
Hey MTV,
You wanna
welcome
s-
to my quarantine.
You want a story? Oh yes, but yeah. Thank you for tuning in. When do you all want to do the next episode
Yes.
of the Joe Tropical Carol Baskets Doc Antler story?
Oh golly.
The one shot that turned into a multi-shot.
The one shot that turned into a 2 or 3 shot. Yes,
It's
that is what's
fine.
happening here.
Everything's fine.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We had an excellent night.
Yes,
this
we did.
is
We've had the most
Perhaps
viewers.
Emily and I will consider learning anything more about this before then. Probably not.
I probably won't watch
It's a
any
great
of it.
show. I honestly recommend watching it.
I
am
will finish
thoroughly
my
enjoying it.
capstone paper first.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, but we hope you enjoyed. This is going up on YouTube, so if you just tuned in like halfway through or literally just now, because I saw like a couple people just jump in,
Which we
you
love.
Yes, that's great. You can go on to YouTube. Our YouTube is just Prepare to Die DnD Podcast. You'll find us there. We have all of the gameplay, well, most of the gameplay that we've been doing up there. So yeah, go ahead and go subscribe to us there because this is going up probably tonight. So you can go ahead and watch the hour or so that this is. It's really digestible.
It's a lot of stupid talking.
This is also going to be the podcast episode for this week because this is the only recording we're able to do because we can't get together with our other 2 of the party.
Remember, if you can isolate and flatten the curve,
Do it.
so.
Yes, it's starting to be flattened, but the work is not over,
Nope.
and we need to keep doing it.
Because in today's life, we do not want to prepare to die.
Yeah.
Yeah. Save for
Well,
parents.
no. We want you to prepare to live.
Yes.
There it is.
Prepare to live. But anyway, yeah. So thank you for tuning in. There's 7 of you in here. I feel like some of you don't follow us right now. Hey, while you're on the channel, subscribe,
Do it.
follow.
Why the heck not?
You're already here. We're going to be doing more of these. They're at least somewhat entertaining, I think. We kept most of you for the entire stream. So go ahead and hit that subscribe. I'm going to be coming on
in an hour or so, or 30 minutes actually probably, and starting to stream some Final Fantasy VII gameplay because I'm in love with that game and I haven't played any of it today, and I want to go ahead and play some more. So yeah, so I'm going to be literally back on the stream in 30 more minutes doing it like 2 hours of Final Fantasy gameplay. And I try to stream, if like I have been streaming every day, I'm going to cut it back down to every other day because I want to write some, and I'm working on some other projects that I want to get done. But yeah, I stream every other day with some gameplay. Right now it's going to be just Final Fantasy VII. We'll probably be back next weekend with better lighting and probably not changed background yet. I don't have the stuff that I need to make this room look nice yet. But and also with the continuation of this story. So
follow me on Twitter at summer_dust_. Follow her on Twitter at
Emily97.
yeah, that's it. Spell it.
EMI. Oh God, what is it?
Go ahead and think about how Emily sounds, and you'll get her.
It's
I
like
promise.
Eminem the rapper and then ILY.
Yeah.
97.
Follow Kyle on Twitter.
Kyle Lawhorn 6.
We're also on Instagram.
No E at the end of Lawhorn. I'm not Lawhorny. I'm just Lawhorn.
We're on Instagram. Vampire Nugget. Emily.
Emily_E_Toth.
Yeah.
Kyle Lawhorn 6. Aha.
Yeah, and then follow all of our socials at Prepare to Die Pod.
Yep, you can find us all on Instagram and on Twitter. And you can also, like I said, go ahead and subscribe to us on the YouTube channel at Prepare to Die DnD Podcast, because we've got some video game stuff up on there.
Yeah, and if you're feeling it, maybe draw some art things and then share it with us, because then we can actually put it on our Instagram, because we don't use that
We
enough.
do not use our Instagram enough because we don't have enough pictures. And, do you guys, anything I'm forgetting? Thank you to the 7 of you who are just listening to us talk right now.
Yes.
That's pretty dope.
Absolutely. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, you're here.
I really
Subscribe.
hope that you enjoyed. Give us feedback
Yeah.
on if we should do anything else.
Literally, we probably won't. We'll do the next one probably next week at this time. I'd say next Saturday 8 o'clock is probably. Does that work for you too?
Yeah.
Okay,
that
next
should be
Saturday 8
Yeah,
o'clock.
I don't do
We're gonna be doing the second part to the Joe Tropical story.
And if you have suggestions
Yeah.
on what we should do,
Throw out suggestions. Tweet
Because
us.
we have no idea.
Yeah.
no, because I've heard a lot of conflicting. Okay, just in like the social media verse, I've heard a lot of conflicting like Joe versus Carol opinions.
And if you have watched Tiger King, you'll realize that everything that I'm saying is the legit shit from the show.
Which is-
I've only been given a synopsis, and I'm like, what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you've watched the Tiger King, I am using all the information from
if
the
you've
show.
watched the
I'm
Tiger
not
King,
making
I'm
anything up.
sorry.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not. It's hilarious. It's phenomenal.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you guys. Have
Yeah.
a good night.
Yeah. Definitely go ahead and subscribe. Hit that notification bell.
Hit that MF heart button.
Yeah,
and that
hit that
bell.
motherfucking heart button. If you're watching it on YouTube, hit that like, subscribe. If you're watching it on, if you're watching us on Twitch right now,
If you're listening to the podcast, drop a review.
drop a review.
And interact
Go-
with us on Twitter. We
Please
love
do.
you so much. Say literally anything.
You can say anything. You can even say we suck. At least that knows you listen.
We've had a lot of really cool interactions on Twitter.
We
They
have
mean
had a lot of
to
really
us.
cool interactions,
Yeah.
and we're always looking for more reviews on
Yes.
on Apple Podcasts.
Please
So if
let
you
us
could do
know
that,
what we could be doing different, what kind of content you guys want to see.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it.
that'd be great. But yeah, other than that, anything else you all can think of?
That's it.
Let us know how you feel about our characters, because we love them.
Let me know how you
We
think
sure
about
love
my Joe Tropical impression.
Whether it's our normal podcast characters or these dummies.
Yes.
Yes.
This is gonna be the podcast maybe for like a
For-
month.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because of the fact that we, all this is
Can't
going
all
on.
meet, but you know what? It happens.
But otherwise, yeah, enjoy the night, guys. Like I said, tune back in 30 minutes for some Final Fantasy VII gameplay. And
What a weeb.
yeah, right. Ooh. And until next time, guys, praise the sun.